Hi everyone, Zoe Cavada here from Saratoga Springs, New York. So just give a quick recap of my project idea for this class. I named it Chemistry of Our Foods. So this is going to be implemented into a high school chemistry class. So my students range from sophomores to seniors. It is going to be a year-long project. Year-long, not 100% year long. I probably will not implement this project and the guidelines to my students until we start to go over compounds and molecules, which won't be for a few weeks. And then I intend on having them present their projects to their classmates in the spring, right before Regents Week, where they can kind of gather all of their content knowledge and finish up this project. So a few of the tools I plan on using, a couple I mentioned before last week. So Google Suites is going to be a big one. My school is a Google school, so kids are very familiar with this, with all the Google Suites resources. So I'm going to have them use Google Docs. So as soon as I present this project to them, they're going to create a Google Docs where they'll share it with their group members and myself so I can kind of monitor it. And this will be a place for them to gather information, their research, their ideas, resources to use, content knowledge that they plan on using in their presentation. And then they're also going to create Google Slides, and this is where they can kind of gather all of their ideas to start creating their final product. I like Google Slides because they can, in the end, they really will only have one for the most part where they're making their poster, or they could have multiple if they choose to do a video, and where they'll use ScreenOMatic, which I'll talk about in a second, to record that. But I like slides because if they decide to kind of edit things, they could leave their first initial slide and then copy it to another one, add on their ideas. If they come up with more ideas, copy it to a third one, add on, so that they're never losing their first initial idea. And then it also shows some growth as they go through this throughout the year. I will have them use Google Meets when they're in class so that they can meet with their virtual group members because my school is hybrid, and we also have all virtual students, so this will be a way for them to work together. And then Google Sites Google Sites they'll use to put together all of their project ideas. So each group will have their project, whether it's their slides, their video, their advertisement that they make, all on one Google Sites that I can share with other science teachers, health teachers, and the administrators. I also plan on using RoundMe to, as a class, explore chemical laboratories, grocery stores, school cafeterias. These are virtual tours. I've never used it before, but I think it will be a really great resource to use for this project and in my class just in general. And then, as I mentioned, I'll have them use ScreenOMatic. I'm going to use this if I think I'm going to record myself giving the instructions and tips and ideas for kids, especially for my virtual learners. But I also think because this is going to be a year-long project, they can go back to these recordings to get more guidance and instruction if they forget, as the year goes on. And then also students can use this if they decide to make a video or an advertisement as their final product. And then we'll use YouTube to upload all of these ScreenOMatic videos. So I will upload mine for students to reference to throughout the year. And then also that's where students can upload their videos if they choose to use ScreenOMatic. And then the last one is Adobe Spark. I found this, or I was told about this resource last week in our meeting on Marion Island from one of our classmates. And this, I guess, is a resource that I can use where students can put together their images, videos, information. I was told it's pretty easy to use. I've never used it before, so I kind of want to play around with it first, and then I will kind of use it as a resource and give it to my kids as an additional resource if they want to use this and explore this Adobe Spark instead of using something like Google Slides. So those are the resources I have right now that I'm going to use. I'm sure more will come up, but I think that's a good start. So thank you.